This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Down. Looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, get closer to midfield.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
And the Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. And the runner takes off to his right. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quick throw to the left. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's the handoff. As the 1st down is still going. They get him on the ground finally. What? It'll be 1st down from the 14.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Back in motion now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Touchdown, Mustangs, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The Hokies will line up here on 1st down and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down and goal upcoming. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. Man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on 3rd and long from inside the red zone. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Delayed handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Single back, takes the handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's so early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. It's complete on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Mustangs with 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a wide receiver screen. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Gets into space at the 50. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense to make gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Now it's second down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And that pass falls incomplete. So it's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant, allowed the defense to get to him.
Offense getting closer to the goal line after the encroachment penalty. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Remains tied. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. SMU offense is back out on the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Hokies getting set on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's second and 13. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
And the quarterback just sneaks it. He goes sneak on second down, but stopped for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here.
And this is exactly what you cannot have happen on a quarterback sneak. The offensive line just gets blown up. There was no chance of making that first down. It's a smart play by the defense, knowing it was coming and getting a tackle for a loss. And
they're trying to punch it in here. Well, the power run is stuff. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Touchdown, Hokies! And that will give them the lead now. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over on top of everybody for the touchdown.
17, SMU, 10.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. The Mustangs offense back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Tough running there, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half.
The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it in the open. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving. The opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
On the move now. End zone ahead. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down. A solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Mustangs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Throwing off play action. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. He's going to hand this off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He shreds the tackle. Finally bring him down after a couple of broken tackles, but it's still a loss on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So, Kirk, it's Virginia Tech in the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Ball handed off. Breaks free. Solid run, but stopped a little bit short. It'll set up 4th down and inches. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The Hokies are going to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just put
down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Well, a huge hit there. You half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch. But the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
3rd and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
And the Hokies will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Hokies. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass is caught. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in the game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. Hits the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
23.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Second down play coming up. Working clock with the ground game. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands and work his magic.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed by the receiver. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Same tailback, another carry. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Looking for a late deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Stouts a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. They'll try to run this one in. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chrissy, look at that scoreboard. They're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And the offense will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure.